Hello friends and welcome back to BISP Solutions. So let's start our session on Oracle Fusion Financial Applications. So yesterday we have seen the payment process templates and profile. The theoretical aspects we have completed. So now today we will see in the practical how to make the templates. Okay, so let's start. So let's go to our instance. Go to navigator. Go to payment. Okay, just a second, again it is working slowly. Okay, so go to task list and you see this option, manage payment process request templates. Click on it. Okay, so you see these arrows, click on it and create. Okay, so now we have to give the templates, so we'll give the name BISP templates. Okay, so what are the mandatory field that we are going to fill? Okay. Okay, so here select the supplier which we have made earlier, that is BISP supplier 2. Okay, and if other any mandatory field, then go to this payment and processing option, select your bank. We have already created, so BISP corporate account. Okay, the payment document would be BISP check. BISP check. So payment process profile also we have made. BISP payment process profile. Okay, I'll go to selection criteria. Let's check once again if any field is left. Okay, so now go to selection criteria once again, click on save and close. Okay, and done. So this is how we make the template. So now if any payment is pending, so what we can do, we can go on the task list and we can submit payment process. Okay, so click on it. Select our template. BISP template. Okay, so supplier is there. Okay. BISP 2. Okay. All the data we have filled. Now go to payment and processing option, and let's check the data here also. Okay, so here we'll check this box review installment. So at the time of submitting the final round, we can review the installment, and that is the last option where we can edit. Okay, so that is why we are checking this all. And create payment files immediately. Okay, so it can create our file immediately. So date is selected. Okay, now let's click on submit. Now as I click on submit, system will look only to those invoices which belongs to MRF or which belongs to our BISP solution. Okay, that is our invoice group. So click on submit. Okay, so okay, now I'll go to task list. Now go to task list, manage payment process require. If any payment is pending, then we are going to pay, otherwise we'll leave. They are already, I have shown how to make the payment, so just I'm showing you if any payment is pending, then we will pay. Okay, so manage payment process request. Search if any so no payment is pending. So this is how we make the templates. If any payment is pending, we would have done and paid from here. Okay, so how to make the payment, that already I have explained in my previous videos, so please refer my previous videos. Okay, so now click on done. Okay, so now our next task is prepayment invoices. Okay, so this we have completed, friends. So yesterday we have completed the theoretical aspect, today we have seen practically, and now today the next task we are going to perform is prepayment invoices. Okay, so if you want to pay in advance to someone, you can make prepayment invoice. Okay, so go to our project. Okay, so first go to our project, setup and maintenance. Go to our project, and we'll click on our project and search for the task that is manage invoice options. invoice option. Okay, so this data I have filled. Okay, so you have to fill this data: invoice currency, okay, payment currency, payment priority, all this you have to pay. So let's go to prepayment. Just find the tab prepayment. Okay, so here we'll do, yeah, BISP immediately selected. If not selected, that you have to select your payment term. Okay, so this I have made. You see, this we have made earlier, 45 and 5, 10 days, 15 days. So you have to select this. Okay, so prepayment we are what I'm showing you how to do prepayment, how to make prepayment invoices. So now go to discount single distribution. Okay, okay, so now we are done. Save and close. Now I'll go invoice, click on done, and now we'll go to invoice and create the invoice. Go to navigator, click on payables benchmark, click on invoice, and we are creating the invoice. Okay, click on task list, and we are creating invoice. Which invoice? Prepayment invoice, means payment in advance. So here we'll select the supplier whom we want to pay in advance. Okay, so let's say first select our business unit. Okay, select the supplier whom we want to pay in advance. So BISP supplier 2 we want to pay in advance. Okay, let's say the payment is 10,000 and the number is prepayment 1. Or we can say 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. So let's click on line. Okay, so you see this distribution set we have made already. Okay, so let's say we want to pay 10,000 in advance. Okay, okay, so let's say this prepayment we are making 10,000 as a rent, and now one more thing, one more tab we have to see. Just click on show more and let's see the prepayment tab. So this let me do some adjustment before doing it. Okay, I'm canceling it and let me do one adjustment. Just a second, friends, just a second. uh, Go to project and manage invoice. Just check this box on. mm, so if you want to give approval, you can enable this checkbox. Okay, so now again we will go and make the prepayments. Okay, okay, so so in a prepayment we have done some changes in the prepayment. Okay, so now click on save and close. So if you want to require any attachment or you want it to mandatory, we can check this box on. Okay, we can check this box. Okay, now save and close, and again we are going to create the invoice. Okay, now go to invoices, click on done. First of all, click on done, and let me check once again, one more last option. Let me check. payment date. Okay, so this is okay. Now again we'll go to the invoice, click on that. Yeah, go to navigator, payables benchmark, hero invoices, and we'll create. We see this time it start working slowly, the site. We'll create invoice and select the business unit. Okay, so number, let me give 6 times 1. Okay, I'm giving, and let's say the payment of 10,000 in advance, or let's say 25,000. Okay, change the amount also, so I'm changing the amount of 25,000. Okay, so double one, triple one, triple one. Okay, this is the invoice number. Go to line. Okay, everything is filled. BISP date. Okay, to line. You see the distribution side is already there. This has come from the supplier side. Okay, so this is the supplier whom we want to pay in advance. Okay, so we are selecting the supplier. And just click on show more. This box is still not available, and this we want to do it. Then only we will allow to do the prepayment. Okay, so all the settings we have done, then also it is not coming. So okay, so you see, if it is disabled, that means we are going to do the permanent transaction. Okay, so if this is visible, that is meant that is mean that it is a temporary transaction. But now this is disabled, so now we are going to do the permanent transaction. Okay, so now we will validate it. Okay, so it's okay. So this is the permanent transaction, means no changes are going to do in the future. We are not going to do not going to have any changes. So now validate it. The reason of not validation, it's okay, it's not accounted, it's okay, it's okay. We are going to pay once again. Let's try. Okay, okay. So the amount we have not filled here. mistake we have done. Why it is not showing? Because 25,000 we would have selected here also. So okay, let me cancel, and once again we are making the invoice, prepayment invoice by doing. Okay, we are creating the prepayment invoice. Select the business unit, that is BISP. Select the supplier whom you want to pay in advance. So BISP. Okay, so the number this time will be 7410. Okay, and the amount would be 25,000. Click online and click 25,000. Okay, now we will validate it, since we have not continue. Just we have given the lines. No, okay. Let's see, now try. So let me change the, once again let me validate if it is allowing us to validate. Not allowing. Okay, so change the data. So we are going to change the data of this. Let's say we want to pay 10,000 only. Okay, click online. Just a second, let me make another invoice. Select the supplier whom you want to pay in advance. The number would be this time 8520, and the amount would be 8,000. Okay, and the line amount will be 8,000. Okay, so now let's try to validate it. So validated. So since we have not made any payment, so now what we are going to do, we are going to pay it. Okay, so it's validated but unpaid, so now we will pay it. So for paying we have three options. full payment, payment process request, and payment workbench where we can select pay in full. So what we are going to do, we will pay in full. Okay, so invoice, pay in full, select the payment process profile, okay, payment document would be BISP check, and the payment number will come generate automatically. Okay, so this is the, okay, so click on submit. Okay, so now we have paid 8,000 in advance. Okay, so now in this, what we have done, we have paid 8,000. Easy system is also working slowly. Advance. Okay, and now we want to purchase the item of let's say 6,000. Okay, let's make purchase of 6,000. Okay, so 8,000 paid in advance. Okay, 8,000 paid in advance. Let's make purchase of 6,000. Okay, okay, so now so what we'll do, we'll go to okay, so what I have to note it down is the invoice number 8520. Okay, okay na. So let's create another and let's make the payment of 6,000. Okay, so select this, let's suppose supplier would be the same, BISP. Okay, so the number would be 9630. Okay, so this time we are paying 6,000. Okay, so the type is standard, it's immediate payment term. Okay, so in the line we will select $6,000. Okay, and now try to validate it. So validate it. Now what we'll do, click on action and you see apply or unapply for prepayment. So click on it. The previous 8520 we have saved or not, do not know. Okay. You see here our that invoice, prepayment invoice would have come, and we would have clicked on apply, and that's just a second, just a second. Mm, just a second, friend. Let me cancel this, and just a second, friend. BISP. BISP supply to supply dot selected, and this time okay, this is, and I'm going to pay 9,000. Okay, and I'm not selecting any line. Okay, okay, so this time I'm not selecting the line amount. Okay, will it allow us to validate? Let's check. Okay, so the amount would be 9,000. Okay, so invoice number 789. Okay, so I send validate. Just I'm showing you. So it is validated. Okay, but we are not going to pay. Got it, friends? Okay, so we are not going to pay. Okay, so now suppose I want to pay. I have purchased the 7. Create next, and suppose with the same business unit. Okay, okay, same supplier, Okay, this is the supplier and the number would be 456. Okay, and and the line amount would be, so that is of 9,000 and 6,000 I'm going to pay for the fellow. Okay, click on line. Site starts working slow after 8. Okay, so for miscellaneous I want to pay 6. 6,000. Okay, and let me validate it. No. Okay, invoice. So it is not displaying. We have not validated also. So here it appears, friends. It is not appearing here. It will come the invoice number, that is 456. Just we have made, and we click on apply so that the prepayment is done. Okay, so due to some technical issue I think it is not coming, because 3-4 tries and 4th time we have done it. First of all, let me see why it is not validating us. Why? Yeah, it's validated, and let me see. Not coming. It shows here, friend. No, it shows here the unpaid, or this option, actually this option, apply or unapply for prepayment. So it comes here. It is not showing to. Okay, so we'll make this clear on the next session. It's not coming. I don't know where the site is having some technical issue. It's okay. So I'll make this clear on the next session. So let's meet on the next session. Thank you so much for joining this webinar. Bye bye.